Hey there, Gail Root here, bringing you Real Talk with Gail. This topic today is going to crack you up. It's called, Are You Mentally Constipated? And I know that might be a little offensive to some of you who don't like to talk about potty things out loud, but we are going to have a real talk conversation today. I find with my clients, are you mentally constipated? Constipated. I find with a lot of my clients, this is at the heart of a lot of their issues in this information age that we live in. Tired of struggling, tired of feeling blocked. Oh, we could just go on and on with funny little, what do you call those? I don't know, euphemisms kind of about using the references. Kingdom Dream Chasers go live. All right, we're getting all set up here. Thank you for being with me. And we are live streaming. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with Gail Root. I am a Kingdom business coach for women of faith, called to lead in direct sales and network marketing. It is my pleasure and honor to serve you. God has called me to a very specific niche so that I could retire fully from a couple decades, really longer, in the industry of direct sales and network marketing, so that I could be here and be fully present and focus exclusively on the women of faith that God has called me to serve. So God gives me these crazy downloads, and you might be like, well, Gail, that's just offensive talking about constipation. But this is called Real Talk with Gail Root. And so what I find often that my clients struggle with, and I literally can even be on a Zoom teaching, and somebody needs to say in the comments, Facebook just said it ended, that my Facebook Live ended. And sometimes it does that when it really didn't end. And so I am trying to get back in here because it kicked me out. And I need somebody to tell me, let's get back to overview. Let's get to community, home. Let's get to browse. We just want to be back in the group. Okay, so, all right, good. Now when I look here, it's telling me I'm still live. So, oh, good, it came back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so you're going to crack up today. The first thing I want to tell you is God gave me this picture not that long ago. You remember exponential numbers, so like y to the second power, right? 3 to the third power, right? You remember these? Okay. So God gave you this picture of L, the letter L, capital letter L, or like life, okay? Capital letter L to the third power, L to the third power. And it was for lifelong learner. And I bet, tell me in the comments, I bet you'd be like, oh yeah, L3, I am an L3 Gail. I am a lifelong learner. I believe this industry of direct sales and network marketing attracts lifelong learners. And if you're a believer, which you probably are a believer if you're in this group. So if you're a believer, you're really attracted to this industry and being a lifelong learner, because God calls us to be transforming. He calls us to be changing, developing, growing. And this industry is ripe ground for personal development. Yes? Okay, good. So now, but what I find happens, I can literally, when my clients come to me, often what I hear and see from them is this mental constipation. It is a frustration. They feel blocked and they're not sure why. And I know for some of you are like, Gail, really, we should not be talking about bowel movements or anything, but just stay with me, because, sometimes we need these analogies to really bring home a point. So what happens with food? Food comes in to give us nutrients, right? It comes in, it gets processed, it gets broken down, and then it is designed to move through and out. All right, nice visual for you, right? But it's true. Food is good. It is a gift. It is designed to fuel and give us energy, and it give us new life, really. Okay. And then, but it's designed, food is designed to move through, right? Now, information is very similar. Information is designed to come in, be processed, give us new ideas, new energy, but wait for it. It is designed so that we then take action. Information needs to be moved through and out, and the out is taking action. If we just keep receiving information and we are not taking action on it, it's getting blocked, it's getting piled up. We are feeling burdened and overwhelmed. So oftentimes what I find with my clients is, why are they not taking the action? Well, we're afraid, right? I've been there. We're afraid to take some action. And so we tell ourselves we don't want to take the action. So what do? I need more information. I need another course. I need another coach. I need another plan. I need more information. And so we keep piling on the information, and we get constipated with information because it's not flowing and moving as it was designed to do. We're not taking action on it. Why don't we take action on it? Well, again, because we're afraid. We're afraid that action we might fail. We might be embarrassed. We might be rejected. I'm talking about 4 levels here. Why don't we take the action? Because there's something that's making us afraid. We're afraid of showing up and being seen. Let's just take one example of you're afraid to go live, because you might be embarrassed, you might be rejected, you might make a mistake. So you don't do it. And I know this is just a little example, but you don't do it. And so because you don't do it, then you're like, okay, I just need to go find something else to do. This is making me uncomfortable. I don't want to be uncomfortable. So I'm going to go learn some more stuff. I'm going to go take another course. I'm going to sign up for another thing. I'm going to go do another freebie. Now, don't mishear me. I have a coach, I have a strategy coach, I have a team who helps me. I need them. I need information coming in, but only if I'm using it, I'm processing it, I'm spitting out what's not helpful, and I'm moving forward and taking action on the things that God's called me to take action on. Otherwise, I'm just getting overwhelmed, blocked up with information. How many of you are like, Gail, I can relate. I think I'm dealing with a little mental constipation right now. Okay. So being a lifelong learner is a gift. Having that spirit of wanting to grow and develop is a gift. When you see different courses and things out there that are attractive to you and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I could just sign up for this course for free. That's fabulous. Do it. However, process the information and take action. Now, here's the big kicker. Why don't we take action? It feels too big. Whatever action we feel God is calling us to, what we're usually looking at, please hear this if you don't hear anything else. What we're usually looking at is that end result way out there. Let's take losing weight for an example. Let's say you got 20 pounds to lose, and you won't take action today to do some exercise, drink extra water, whatever, because all you're thinking about is having to lose 20 pounds. And that feels really hard. And you're going to have to spend about 6 months doing all of these things and staying consistent. So you just forget it and you don't do it. So get your eyes off of the outcome of the 20 pounds and just say, what am I willing to do today? Now, here's the deal. If you're a believer, which, like I said, you probably are, you wouldn't be listening to me, and you're probably in direct sales or network marketing, have an online business at the very least, then if you're a believer, you believe that God has plans and purpose for your life, because that's clearly what his word says. And it says to prosper you, not to harm you. And if you believe that, then God knows he has plans for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you. And so we have to be willing to commit. God called you here. I like to believe that as believers, what we really have when we're as business women is we have a ministry in the marketplace. We are called to serve a specific group of women that God has uniquely wired us and equipped us to be able to serve. And we show up fully and be present for them. And when we start being bold and courageous, strong and courageous, can I get me some Joshua 1:9 fans? So when we start saying, okay, God, I am going to double down on your word. I am going to double down on the fact that you are who you say you are, and I'm going to believe your word is true. So therefore, I am going to believe that you've called me here so I can be bold and courageous today. I can take action today on what you've called me to do. I am going to continue to be a lifelong learner, but I am going to refuse, starting today, to let the information become a burden, a block to my growth. I'm going to stop just learning, and make sure that if I'm going to sign up for something, I'm going to commit to taking action on it. And I'm not saying you're going to commit to every action step that coach or course director has for you, or your upline or your company, but you will take some action. You will pray and you will take some action. That's going to move things, right? So let's think about a little kid for an example. Any of you, if you're mothers, you probably went through a stage with one or more of your children where they were kind of afraid of the potty, afraid of releasing. Okay. Anybody remember that? All right. So there are fears in us to release, to we don't mind processing, we don't mind thinking. Any overthinkers out there? But when it comes time to take action, we're like, no. It's just like that little kid. Nope, not going to go. I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to go. Right? Are you relating? Are you hearing me? So this is the deal. If you really want movement, results, things to shift and change, you've got to be the change today. Take one action step. What action step will you take today and commit to? Excuse me. So God's called you here. He's called you to be strong and courageous. He has plans for you, and those plans are to prosper you, not to harm you. But here's my promise to you. You will have to be uncomfortable. In order to grow, in order to change, in order to get results in our business, we are going to have to do things that make us uncomfortable. Just like that little kid. They're going to have to get on that potty whether they like it or not, because it was designed to flow. It was designed to come in, process, and then flow and move out, right? So I hope that you're getting a kick out of this analogy, because I wanted it, sometimes, like I said, analogies and stories just help to bring things, very vibrant pictures, and help us to see where we're actually participating and blocking ourselves by just seeking more information without taking action on the information that we've already received. And it really goes back to stewarding. God wants us to steward well what he's already given us so that he can trust us with more. That's clearly in his word. And so what he's saying is, if I've given you this course, this coach, this mentor, this upline, this company, if I've given you this training, take some action, take a step. So what I do every morning is called Master Your Morning and Change Everything. There's a 6-step practice that I follow. And what it does is it helps me, each step builds on the next step that ultimately culminates in looking at my calendar. That is step 6. That's at the end of my practice each morning. And what I do, by the time I get there, I'm prepared. I'm in position. I'm reminded I'm a daughter of the King. The Lord has called me to my business. He's called me to show up for the women that I've been called to serve. He's given me the power and equipped me to keep my eyes on him. And so from there, God, what are the most important things that you're calling me to do today? And let me be bold and courageous in getting those done. Let me be a woman of my word and get those things done. All right. So Facebook's telling me again that we are not live anymore, that it kicked me out. So somebody, please, if you're still with me, I'm going to try to hit a refresh button if there is one right here. Anyway, I hope we're still on. Let's see. All right. Well, without any further, I'm just going to keep going and hope that it's still there. Oh, you're still here. Thank you, Velda. I don't know why that does that. I literally get this whole thing that says, your live video has ended. Lovely. Okay. So we're recapping. And it doesn't matter what you don't have to follow the 6 steps that I follow every morning. Although we do have 200 women registered for the challenge next week, where I'm going to show you 1 step a day and how to build these steps. And when you register, you come into the Facebook group and there are all these guides. It shows you how to prepare, how to get ready, what you're going to need. It gives you an overview and it gets you ready, and it encourages you to start praying about what God wants to speak to you next week. But it doesn't matter if you follow those 6 steps or a different 6 steps. The point is that you are intentionally focused and saying, what are the most important things for me to do today to move my business forward? I encourage my clients, and there's a couple of my clients watching right now. I encourage my clients to pick 2 hours a day, 2 hours out of the day, where they are most likely to be most productive. You all know what the answer to that question is. When are you most likely to be most productive? Based on your life, your situation, who's in your home, what other responsibilities you have. For me, that most likely to be most productive is 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I'm up, I do my master your morning, and then I've got these 2 hours. By the time 9:30 in the morning rolls around, I've gotten a lot of my most important things done. Why? Because it frees me up for the rest of the day for all of the things that come, and it fuels my motivation, my energy, and my momentum for the day. And it gives me space in the day to let God direct me, redirect me, counsel me, guide me. So that's how I typically set up my day, but I'm asking God, what are those most important things that you want me to get done? And can I promise you this? They're usually not the comfortable things. They are not the familiar things. They are the things that are uncomfortable. They are the things that I've got to walk through to get to the other side. They are the things where I've got to get over myself and start focusing on others and serving them and showing up for them in my business. So when you start asking God, what are those most important things? Then we have to be strong and courageous and step into doing that. Where I just want to end with is, just seeking more information will never be the answer. And more importantly, it very well may be the block, the thing that is keeping you stuck, because you just keep seeking more information without the outflow. You've got to process, you've got to take action. All right. And I'm just seeing so in this age of information where we have so much at our fingertips that we can access, whether it's a podcast, a YouTube video, a blog, a Facebook Live, training from our company, on books, audiobooks, on and on and on. There is a tendency to just grab for more without processing, and it's getting stopped up. All right. So commit to taking one action today to move some of that information through. And I believe you're going to start feeling relief. You're going to start having more space so you can focus more. You're not going to be feeling so overwhelmed or like you're floundering, because you've got movement going on in your life and business. All right. So I'm really looking forward to hearing in the comments. We've got some good comments. Okay, good. So thank you. Those of you who are brand new to this group, welcome. This is Real Talk with Gail. I'm here every Thursday morning, usually for about 20 minutes to share a little fun. The topic isn't always constipation. So those of you who were found this unpleasant, then don't worry. It won't keep coming at you. But if you're new, there is a featured post that shares with you what we do in this group throughout the week. There's lots of opportunities for you here and lots of things. So please go check that out. You're welcome to invite other women that you feel would fit in. They're called to, they're women of faith, called to lead in direct sales and network marketing. Invite them in and show up on Wednesdays. You get to share your products in your company on Wednesdays. Other days of the week, you're welcome to share, but not anything that's an offer of any kind. Okay. So have a beautiful day. And I'll drop the link to Master Your Morning. If you are new to hearing about that challenge that starts next week, it's free. I'll drop the link below in case you want to sign up. Bye.